Welcome everyone here to VanillaTV, where we have this awesome ETF2L Week 4 Premiership match lined up between the now TCM and previously no name found in the blue and Punchline, the French side, in the red. My name is Pledge. With me tonight is going to be Skully, and also we have Comedian on the stream. Big shout out to him as we have Snakewater going underway. Skully, what's happening here?
Well, we got TCM already getting in, Kaidus already getting tech down, and TCM are already all over them. They got a good, nice, clean rollout, and they're just looking up, but K3 is stayed up, so they are going to get the soldier on top that TCM haven't noticed. This could be bad. They have got Treachery down, so this is going to be TCM's point. And now we're looking now, we just got to wait now and just take it slow, hopefully.
Yeah, we went to pre-game, we went a little bit over the previous results, and as I said, at K3, nowhere near close to having it, where they're not going to defend this, just going to hold last. But Punchline actually beat Team Desert, or no, they beat Quarantine actually, on Snakewater before in the season, very narrowly 4-3 victory. But while they've beaten TCM in warm-up on Snakewater, and officials a completely different way, as TCM has shown, beating Team Infused on Snakewater just a week ago.
I'm going to start you there because Flippy's got an engineer, and this is going to be quite an interesting setup. It's an interesting sentry placement. Can they get it? It's already been spotted, though, by the scouts. So he's going to move it, though, in a good position there, but...
That I'm moving this sound just makes me crack up every time I hear it. And it looks like TCM, they're just gonna, I think they're just gonna wait for a pick or anything here. I think we saw that during the Infused game as well. They want some sort of a clear advantage. Anything that gives them the edge during this fight will help. And it looks like they've decided now's the time. They did some damage. The soldier is gone from the house to get a buff for that medic.
They've already Ubered. Sentry goes down.
Two players actually quickly went down. Rebeli now bites the dust though, but Flinn goes down, and with a downman down, K3 does pop the Uber though very, very late, even though he actually loses tech at the moment as well. Just CaptainHax and K3 alive together. K3 is going to bite the dust, and CaptainHax, not on his own, is going to cover that 1-0 for TCM.
That was quite a good push there by TCM. They waited, and when they managed to get the pop, they had enough numbers there to just get out and then wait for it to die down, and that's all they had to do really. Kaidus got a nice few picks there.
Bit insecure Uber there from K3, definitely. Obviously, a little bit of a disadvantage, but I think he had it before the push, so...
Yeah, he had it before the push.
Not really 100% sure why they didn't just counter into it and wait until they lost 3 players, but... Going into the next middle, though, everything that just happened is going to be completely irrelevant. Going into this fight, TCM last time completely ignored the top and just went into them. They tried to do the exact same thing here, but Punchline was prepared, did knock him back, and now kind of the roles are reversed as it was in last middle.
Yeah, the revolve's reversed, and they've actually got Byte down. Treachery's got Byte down, so that's going to be quite interesting. That's going to be automatic last, and I mean, it just could be Punchline's map. Yeah, could be their point there.
Punchline really feels. I think they feel very comfortable with Snakewater. Like their PCW results that I've seen, and just the way they've been playing. I didn't see the match against Quarantine, but a win against Quarantine on a map like this is a good result. Like we can say it as quickly as we can. I mean, obviously it's a very good result, and Punchline, they feel comfortable playing this map. It's a bit of a new map. Like it's different than Badlands Granary and Gullywash, which has been around forever. This map has been around long, but not as long. So strategies are still being developed as we go.
And it's a nice map to bring into the map pool. When it first came in, I was happy to see it. They've already Ubered in though.
Yep, they've CaptainHax just getting the Uber as soon as possible. They know that Byte didn't have it yet. That was the reason they actually went in. Flinn getting a double kill is now going to have to turn around, focus that heavy down, but as Rebeli bites the dust, we can see that Punchline most likely is going to cap this unless Kaidus can pull some sort of miracle out of the bag. He's getting focused down now. Finn on the point. It looks like Punchline going to take it back 1-1 against now TCM, which just before the game actually got changed. There were no name found pretty much the entire night and everything, and then suddenly 5 minutes before the game started, they all tagged and avatared up. So from now on, we're going to call them TCM. I guess that's going to be official tonight, and we're going to see how their first results as TCM are going to fare.
Kaidus already in, which is a nice fast run out there. TCM going to try and get the top, and they have. There is going to be some action here. The soldier straight onto Byte. The Byte doesn't go down. No, he doesn't go down. But TCM are outnumbered. They've been pushed out, so this is going to be Punchline's point, surely.
And it's a little bit weird at the moment. Punchline, they realized they had an advantage, but it took them very long to realize. So Hymzi and Hocz actually did get into the position to maybe do some damage. They did get shut down, though. Well played by the pocket CaptainHax there for Punchline. He's always been a fantastically reliable soldier in his way. He's been playing around Division 1 and Prem for ages, always with French teams, never in a foreign team, if I can say it like that. And now Punchline picking up the second point, and Byte does have the Uber, though, so we're going to see how Punchline is going to approach this last point as TCM waited for an advantage.
TCM's
is Punchline going to do the same?
TCM's also going for a sentry by the looks of it. I'm just trying to see where Zeb's put his sentry gun, and he put it just behind the container, and that's where they've Ubered right out, so this could be quite good for them. They both pop now.
Yeah, we can see Punchline actually moving in with 2 scouts from the bottom. No Uber whatsoever on him, though, so one scout immediately goes down. Punchline just backing out, and this is why TCM actually waits for an advantage. Snakewater last is very difficult to push if you have no advantage whatsoever, and there's a sentry on the other side plus a heavy.
I'd be still wondering, and that is true. I was wondering if they'd be moving that sentry gun, and Zeb is moving that sentry gun now. So they'll be looking up for a fresh hold again. I'm going to be interesting where he puts it. I think he's looking, he's turning it just behind the house, so...
Well, anywhere on Snakewater last is actually quite a good spot.
There's a lot of hiding spots for the sentry gun, and it's one of those maps where where sentry is probably going engineer is a good choice.
It needs to get spotted, though, before you push. Like, it's so crucial if you know where the center is before you push. Obviously, you can move it and everything. It looks like a sniper. Very, logical choice for Punchline. In case you've never seen this guy play, Flippy's ridiculous. I just want to point this out as he's going to go for his first shot right now. Is he going to be able to make something happen here, though, on the side? This guy, like Tafik, like these ridiculous snipers that we have in Prem, a couple of them, every single team has a sniper that is ridiculously good in these high kind of level teams, high level games. And Flippy's one player to watch. And on Snakewater, I wouldn't say it's a sniper favorite map, but there's a lot of options you can have a sniper.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of places, but straight away they got noticed. So, and they've already Ubered now. Punchline's already Ubered, but they haven't picked up the sentry gun, so they don't know it. So now TCM's going to Uber back out. They finally got the sentry gun, but is it too late? As they are Punchline getting pushed out here.
Yeah, again, you get this scenario where there's no clear advantage, so you can push in and get a player down. But that's pretty much it. Like, killing a sentry is not going to be worth counter-pushing that. They really need to wait for either Flippy or for a suiciding in soldier to actually make something happen. And it looks like Flippy's now going to get picked off. I love TCM. I don't know if we caught that on camera, but I loved when the Uber came in from the left-hand side from TCM's point of view, I loved that they kept Hocz at that right door. Super aggressive to make sure Flippy didn't get any space. And now it looks like TCM's just going to push out. They've realized it's time. We can make something happen here. And with Plapla going down, that's just going to give him the momentum, and let's see if Hocz can manage to break that together with Kaidus and Byte.
They have managed to push them out. They haven't got enough people, but they have got Uber. So are they going to look at pushing out? No, it looks like it's going to sold it now and hold for second, and hold mid. I mean, sorry. So it's going to be an Uber versus Uber pusher at mid, which could be interesting. So.
I'm actually surprised they're going to Uber in already. Like, Rebeli changed from heavy to scout. He's going to come in a little bit late, but the Ubers have already been popped off. Now going to get exchanged.
And TCM's just pushing out.
Yeah, Byte might actually get caught off. Kaidus might get caught off as well, as he's 49 HP. And look at the health of the TCM players, just dropping one after the other. They're not dying yet, though. So for TCM, nothing is completely wrong yet. But one sticky in the middle of that, and everyone will suddenly die. And we can see that Punchline definitely noticing that. And now Flippy coming in from the side, killing players left and right, and Punchline certainly is going to pick up this round. Yeah,
that was all Tech there. Tech just went super aggressive, went straight on to put pressure on the demo and Byte, and they were just so much focus onto Tech, they just couldn't get the others when they were just coming in one at a time, so good move there by Tech, and that really set up the round for them.
2-1 at the moment in favour of Punchline. To me, it's not really a surprise. But I definitely expect TCM to just kind of come back into this, and I expect this game to go down to the wire. I kind of thought about the game before. I expect this game, especially on Snakewater, to be completely crazy here. ETF2L Week 4, both teams have a lot at stake, so we'll see how this is going to pan out. Fourth middle now coming in. I think so far Punchline has won 2, TCM has won 1, and with the first frag going into Punchline's favour, surely they should be going aggressive here.
They have, well, say that, but Punchline's the ones going aggressive, but they're on the assault. Oh, they could not get the medic, so this looks like this will be Punchline's again. You've got to think to yourself, what is going wrong? And just don't think they're holding the height advantage quick enough. They're just backing off the moment they see Punchline on top.
Yeah, we can see Tech being a very dedicated roamer at this moment in time. He just goes aggressive whenever he really feels the chance. It looks like TCM is going to Uber completely out of position, but favoring to go for this fight and now dropping Hocz pretty much immediately. This is not going to be good for them.
It's not good. CaptainHax gets Byte straight away. That was... that's a really weird call there.
I understand it. Like, there's a lot of teams. There's been a lot of debate actually going on about it as Punchline makes it 3-1 about whether or not you should use that Uber there to actually defend out of position, or whether you should drop back and leave the point B. Because Snakewater last to second is a very difficult push to make, and a lot of teams have decided, you know what, we'll stand inside, we'll have that 5-second Uber disadvantage, we'll build it and then go out of position, just so that if we win the fight, we're in a lot better position than if we win a fight on last.
It's a roll of the dice situation, really, as we see on this mid. Punchline don't have the top this time. Now they're going to go on top, and straight away you just see Rebeli goes down. There is pressure there by TCM, but they just can't get enough frags, and it's just not. They're just not getting enough. There's a soldier behind them, and that's just going to be bad. Again,
Flinn played that ridiculously well. I don't know if you caught that demo man from Punchline, but he realized that Kaidus and Byte were in the kitchen area, basically. And as we can see, CaptainHax actually missing rockets left and right of Byte. He's going to take him down in the end.
How did Byte survive?
The demo from Punchline actually just completely locked them down in that kitchen area. Kaidus tried to get out, but Byte was 10 HP, Kaidus was 50 HP as soon as they made anything happen, because Flinn did so much damage before they actually got the chance to get out.
Well, now you can see TCM just going to go super passive here. They've got a heavy and they've got the engineer out again. The engineer's putting the sentry gun in the container place that he did first time round, so maybe if they go in with Uber, because Punchline do have Uber, maybe they will try and get that straight away, but it all depends really if they've got any sense. No, they've already gone straight in. Straight into the point. And it's just a demo in the meta. It's just... they're cleaning up, so... Usually
it's all about Kaidus, though. They need to take Kaidus down. Like, Byte's not going to have Uber anywhere soon. They just need to take down Kaidus. He does go down, though, but at what cost? We have Zebbosai and Hocz as soldiers doing work, but there might just be too many players here from Punchline.
No. They just went in, just spam, and just, you know, just pushed them into a corner. There's not enough numbers there for TCM, and Byte dying late did not help them.
Yeah, Byte just very, very late died out of that middle, and to be honest, like, you can question whether or not he should have suicided or not, because there were like 2 soldiers behind. There was no way he's ever going to get out. But on the off chance that he actually does, he has an Uber advantage. I mean, I can get his reasoning. Now
I'm surprised they haven't tried crits yet. These mids are not working, so maybe hold back a bit and just wait for crit.
TCM showing more aggression here, though, Skully. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work out for them, but it's at least better. As they get 3 frags over 2 at this moment in time, but the health a little bit in the disadvantage of TCM. Obviously, Punchline doesn't know that and just kind of get stuck in that corner. Now going to try and pick off Flinn. Are they going to, though? Yes, they are.
Well, they've got everything but K3. K3 is stranded there on 93, but they could have already got this capped already and just help go straight in. They're going to lose a bit of time here, but they just tried to go as aggressive as they could to try and get K3, and it did not work. So it's still going to be Uber versus Uber, though, as we see Flippy's gone sniper again. So this could be interesting.
It's not surprising. It's interesting, definitely. It's not really surprising, now, is it? I mean, we've seen Flippy. We know the guy, and he is a ridiculous sniper. I said it before. Any chance he gets to play sniper, he will. TCM knows this. They are going to be prepared for it. Obviously, they heard the sounds now a couple of times. They are going to be prepared. Byte gets taken down, though, and wow, that's a mistake.
Well, this goes back to what you said earlier when about teams trying to use the Uber to defend second. That's what they've done. They know that they can't hold last, so they're going to just defend second, and it's worked out for them. But there is
a ridiculous headshot from Flippy coming in. Does get killed, though, but look at the health on the TCM players. Again, Punchline doesn't have, like, it's one of the hardest things in TF2 at this moment in time that you see changing in the metagame is that teams actually fake aggression. Like, they go aggressive, and when the enemy team doesn't know they're all like 60 HP, they go aggressive to kind of fake strength, if you know what I mean. I see that loads nowadays during Prem games, and TCM kind of, instead of dropping back with all 60 health, they showed their face and they said, you know what, come and fight us. And they just kind of help middle that way. Obviously, they still have an Uber disadvantage, but it's not all that bad. I mean, 20% disadvantage, 15 actually at this moment in time. TCM has been building.
I don't think Punchline. Well, no, they are looking. At one stage, I thought they weren't looking to push, but they are going to try and push with this. So they've got to do this right on the dot, as I call it, straight on 100%. But can Byte get it in time? Can they get hold of Byte? That's
Quite
the
possibly,
question.
yeah. It's 95 at the moment. It's going to be barely in time, but he does have it. I don't think Punchline is actually not going to push.
They've got Byte now.
We see this tons of times, like K3 realizing that Byte is probably going to be within 20% and pushing to Snakewater middle. Obviously, like Snakewater pushing anywhere, really, it's just difficult. It's a very difficult map to push, and teams rather say, you know what, if we have 10% disadvantage, we defend. And right now, the Ubers do get popped off. And this is what I mean with an easy-to-defend map. They can lock down, if they can lock down Kaidus, that might work out, but well played to him.
Kaidus has got away.
Getting out
Kaidus
there.
is down.
K3 goes down in the process though, so TCM might find something to get here, Skully.
Yeah, the Hymzi came in there. There's some good aggression there by the scout. But, well, I thought there was a good aggression at the start.
Punchline so well, like, that's ridiculous. Flippy and Plapla just cleaning up everywhere, really. And Byte now getting chased. He's 130 HP. Is he going to get chased all the way down? It looks like it, but everyone is spawning. So that scout is probably just going to get taken down. They need to cap that middle, though. And I think TCM's going to fancy a block here.
They're looking for it, but Zed's just been completely blocked there by the scouts, so it was oh, and they're just going to have to recap it now, but that's going to give CaptainHax the forward respawn. Or is he actually? I don't think he is.
No, this is barely. Let's see. That TCM is going to recap this quite easily. TCM now showing the aggression. Punchline, CaptainHax are still down, and TCM now slowly pushing through to his left-hand side. Flinn might actually get called out. Hocz jumping in his face and then jumping out. Such clever play from the soldier from TCM. Getting a rocket extra in, knowing that Flinn is too weak for him to come back in, and then just capping the point. Very clever. And TCM, look at the speed at which they pushed this, Skully.
Yeah. And it's a safe move by Punchline. They knew they didn't have the numbers. They got out straight away to preserve that Uber. They've already Ubered though. It's Uber, and Flippy's gone heavy. And I don't think TC's not. They've lost him.
Oh,
they've lost Kaidus. Oh, just a clusterfuck.
That's a massacre all over the place, really. As TCM retreating out too late. I don't think they had an accurate read on how much Uber K3 actually had.
I think they pushed too early.
I'm not 100% sure. I think their push was fine, but kind of K3 suddenly had Uber, and TCM was like, "Oh crap, we gotta get out."
Yeah, he got. I think he got out with like 95, and then managed to get Uber for last, which was safe. But I think Flippy helped going heavy as well.
Well, big Uber advantage now for Punchline. The French side definitely going to be happy. I mean, if we summarize kind of the last 17 minutes of the game, Punchline, I wouldn't say have been dominating, but they look very, very solid. They don't really make any mistakes. They get the picks when they need to, and they use their advantage really, really smartly.
Yeah. They've been able to like just keep the pressure on, and they've not really done anything silly. They've just kept a solid game. That's a pop there by that's K3 going in. But they left it too late because Byte is building.
Yeah, but Kaidus got caught again. Kaidus is down, so I think Punchline's fine. Byte actually gone down. It's probably a pause. Yeah, it is a pause.
Yeah, it's a pause here.
So yeah, guys, if you're on the STV, obviously, you see the point now getting captain. It's like it's bugged. Yeah, it is bugged. We know. There's a lot of bugs in the Source TV that Valve has never fixed, which is fine. We love Valve because it's an awesome game. Just remove the damn hats, everything like that.
We pay the money.
Yeah, we pay the money. 18 minutes have been played, 12 minutes are left on the clock. We do have a pause, which in the new ETF2L actually doesn't spoil anything, because sometimes it was actually, like last season, we would cast and it would be like, well, there's a pause. I wonder which team won a round in 90 seconds from now. Like, that's actually not the case anymore. So no spoiling like that anymore, as both teams unpausing for a second to let the players come back in, and we're going to unpause as soon as the player who dropped comes back.
I'm guessing it's probably a TC player, looking at the way they were just pushed out quick enough there. I doubt it would be CaptainHax.
And we'll see. Both teams now unpaused. We're going to be good to go, so we'll see. If you're on the STV, ladies and gentlemen, if you see sliding players, once again, first of all, laugh, because it's funny. And second of all, just kind of wait for it to go away. It's an STV bug. It's just ignore it, really. And we'll see Punchline now pushing in. Remember, they do have this Uber advantage, so they need to be a little bit careful. K3, 65% Uber, not close to having it anywhere at this moment in time. But I think they do enough splash damage at the moment to TCM to actually get that advantage out of there. They do pick up the point. K3, 85%, still doesn't have it. But there's two frags coming in on the side on Punchline. And wow, I love the fragging power from the French.
Yeah, they've got a lot of focus as well. You know, they are good at solo, but they can focus as well. But I don't know what TCM were doing being so far forward. This has just got a massacre written over it. They were too far forward. They didn't have enough time to defend last. But
I'm not 100% sure at this point. He's going to get Captain on K3. Actually, 35 HP. He might be able to get out. Where are the scouts? I'm seriously looking for the Punchline scouts right now. I expect someone to just go in and cap that off, but it looks like the scouts are going to be passive.
Yeah, the scouts
for this moment in time.
Yeah, Valor's back at second. I can't find Flippy. Flippy's underneath. That is
Flinn actually timed out. There we go. So the downman from Punchline did actually time out 90 seconds in the future. They're going to pause. So here we go. Yep, both teams have paused. Now they're back in. Reload the HUD, guys, to make your STV work properly. And we're going to go back into this game as we have TCM with a big Uber advantage. And let's see how they're going to be able to use a K3. 80% is very close to having it. If they can hide or at least circumvent that a little bit. Taking on Hymzi is a very good job, though.
Oh yeah, taking one scout out. You know, they're a good combination. So
they're going to go. Let me check. Are they going to go? No, it actually looks like they're just going to play it. Like, this is the thing. They're smart. Like, they realize, you know, we're 4-1 up. We don't actually have to risk this here. We might as well just sit back and kind of defend second with the Uber and make TCM come into us. And that's exactly what's going to happen now. Great shot there from Flippy, taking down Zebbosai while he was in midair, kind of strafing all over the place.
But Byte gets an Uber saw on Flippy. That's quite interesting. But he's gone down.
Again, I think TCM doesn't actually retreat early enough. Like, that's the gut feeding that I have so far.
I think they tried to retreat, but I think they like get held up there by Flippy.
Two scouts though up though. Rebeli and Hymzi doing work around the second point. Probably going to pick that up as CaptainHax takes that one.
Oh, that's a brilliant play by him.
To take out the second.
I think hard to trouble with that.
Hymzi versus Flippy. Is Flippy going to manage to get there in time? Yes, he is. But Flippy actually decides not to block because he saw the soldier coming in from the side, which is very clever. He is going to get out, and it's going to be a 6 versus 6 Uber for his Uber defense on last. I don't think we have a crits on Byte. No, he's just going to go for regular mighty gun.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
TCM kind of needs to hurry now, though, Skully. Like, yeah, I mean, we got 9 minutes remaining. They're 4-1 down. It is still possible. 100%, even 5 minutes from now, it's still possible. But they kind of, like, the clock is ticking. It looks like TCM realizes that and are just going in without Uber.
They've gone in without Uber, but Byte goes down straight away by CaptainHax. I mean, that's just a sign that they need to get aggressive.
Kaidus, actually. Yeah, wow. Punchline just a completely fine push. They took down Kaidus once again. Like, they took him down as a 5th player. But it was early enough. Like, he was like 40 HP, like 2 seconds into the fight. And that kind of just made TCM's push not as strong because Kaidus kind of needs to hang back a little. Nothing really they can do. And now TCM, obviously, Byte calling, guys, we just need to go. Like, there's no chance for us if we just fall back now and defend middle. We just need to go. They retake the second point. Punchline just once again deciding, you know, we'll just go back. And we have the exact same scenario. Both teams kind of on the same Uber advantage. From the same Uber percentage, and TCM probably going to push from that left side as soon as Zebbosai spawns.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Zeb's gone heavy. That's a good choice there. But the problem is he's going to be slow to get there, then that could be an issue. I mean, it's a good choice to go heavy.
Flippy is sniper as well, so I don't know if the heavy's going to pan out all that well, but we'll see.
It's interesting because it's quite an open last, so.
Flippy is looking, saw a scout, missed a scout. I'm actually just curious where TCM is going to push from. They've been preferring the right side, yeah.
Kaidus is just going high in the air.
So good force, to be honest, from him. He actually hit all those stickies while he was in mid-air, so it was very clever. We can see the heavy soaking of damage early. I don't know why they did that. Obviously, it distracts, but you can better send in a heavy later. It looks like TCM are going to fight for this, though. We have a 4 versus 4 scenario with a medic on the TCM side.
They're just not getting enough aggression.
They got the Uber advantage now. They're gonna kind of be content with that. I mean, 7 minutes remaining, 4-2. If they succeed at next push, we have 6 minutes and 4-2. Still possible, and TCM is gonna like the fact that they have an advantage now. And Punchline's just gonna respond. You know what? We're gonna go with an engineer.
Oh, 2.
Yeah,
they just leave that to speed up.
The second one is to build, probably. And obviously that's very clever, guys. If you ever want an engineer, you have the time because the enemy is still building. Just have 2 for a second, build everything as fast as possible. They've already seen the sentry though, which is very, very good for TCM.
Good, that is good play. I think also Kaidus just putting some pipe spam up was helpful, but They got the sentry up.
Uber actually comes in now from the side. TCM going in immediately. Sentry is going to get taken down quite fast though. And K3 sitting in Uber 95. Wow. Point does get capped. This is what you want to do. If the enemy team says, you know what, we'll kind of sit in spawn and try and build this Uber, focus point. Like literally, kill the sentry, focus point, cap it off as quickly as you possibly can. Force them to kind of get into your fight when you want to have it. There we go, 6 minutes, 4-2. Still everything possible for TCM. This middle needs to go into their favor, though.
They need to like really just control the top here, because that's what they've been failing on. They've been trying to get all aggressive at the bottom. And all straight away, both scouts are down. This TCM need to stay in. They can't get out now, but they've lost Byte. Kaidus is going. Kaidus is slowly going down. Hocz. I think Hocz is just going to survive.
He's still around the middle. He's got caught now, get taken down by CaptainHax. Once again, such a reliable pocket. He counts in his head. Like I spoke to him at Maxland last year in March, actually, and he says he counts in his head and he kind of registers where the remaining players are alive, so that every time, as a pocket soldier, he realizes there's a scout behind me or anything, he knows. Like he's not going to miss out on any of those vital pieces of information. And that's just kind of the mark of a very good soldier. We'll see Punchline. Let's see if they're going to opt to push this or if they're going to stand back. Well, they get forced, so they're going to have to right now as... it looks like a little bit indecisive, Skully.
Yeah, I think half of them wants to, and the other... But there is a scout on the point. They haven't got time when the... It's, this is messy.
This is very messy at the moment. Punchline, actually, this is not working out whatsoever for them as K3 tries to run out. Here's probably going to get shut down, actually. And he is fighting, and Hocz does manage to take him down.
That was weird. I must admit, I mean, they only had their Uber pop, but I think maybe they just decided too late we're going to go with it, and that just was ruined.
I can imagine Punchline having that discussion. Kaidus actually gets taken down by Flippy, body shot in his feet. That always works out well. So we'll see. K3, let's see, 10% disadvantage is he going to have?
Punchline crits.
Punchline likes that. Is Byte going crits?
He's got crits.
Wow, you actually noticed that before me. That's impressive. Good job to you. So we have Punchline. Obviously, Punchline does have the sniper, though, so while the crits is a good choice at this moment in time, a sniper kind of hard counters it. So we'll see. Hymzi does get taken down, though. Let's see if Flippy can pull out a second. Looks like Plapla's going down.
Above him. The soldier's got right behind Byte, and straight away, Tech just gets it. No one noticed it. They just went straight on for that point. Tech might just clean up it. No, Rebby does get it. But it's just Rebby, Kaidus, and yeah.
There you go. Sniper's still alive, like, and as long as Flippy stays alive, it's very difficult to push, especially without a medic. Like, obviously, pushing without a medic is difficult at any moment in time, but you want to bomb in as much as possible, and with a sniper there, like, now he takes down Kaidus, and TCM should kind of be feeling a little bit demotivated at this moment in time, Skully. I don't think it's possible anymore for them to get back aggressively in this.
It's not possible, and I do question the crit choice. I mean, if that was me, I probably would have put a crit straight on that mid.
But it didn't have crits, as they walked in, so we'll see. Uber does get forced, though. Byte's probably immediately going to get taken down as the soldier immediately lands in his face. 20 health is going to be the remainder he has before retreating to last. TCM kind of just drops all over the place. Punchline is probably going to pick up this map. Again, theoretically, it's still possible. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining and a 2-cap lead for Punchline while being on the enemy last. I mean, you're going to give them the odds about 9,000 to 0 or to 1 at the moment. Because those infinity odds is a little bit weird.
I think 9,000 to 0 is more beneficial. I think that's a better realization.
I'd take that any day.
Yeah.
And here we go, Punchline. TCM, they realize they have to. Punchline just picks them off. K3 does get taken down, though. 3 for 2 exchange. At this moment in time, TCM's probably just going to die, and Punchline is going to cap last. That is my prediction, as right now everyone does get taken down. Punchline is going to cap it, and we have a 5-2 scoreline. 2 minutes remaining. There's no GGs being called yet. They're just going to play it out, Skully. But this map is over, and Punchline, surprisingly, and maybe takes down TCM on this first map, Snakewater.
I wouldn't say surprising. I mean, we know how strong Punchline are. I think it's just more TCM haven't just been on their game. Punchline's just been the better side. I mean, I think really it's just TCM just for a bit of glory. Just get a cap. Just salvage something for the next map. But it's just
think you get some sort of momentum or kind of motivation, like, you know, like the positive reinforcement. If you can get that back, it's TCM. In the end, they just suicide in, and you're kind of just like whatever. And Punchline rolls kind of over them. Hocz kind of doing nice work. They're killing Flinn and CaptainHax, but K3 again survives. And I costed a game of Punchline before in the season. I think it was against the Surta. I'm not 100% sure, but I costed a Punchline game, and K3 just didn't die ever. Like he plays so phenomenally well positional wise. And now he has 101 points on Snakewater. That's impressive. Like I costed a game, I think last week on Wednesday, together with Byte last minute, and having more than 100 points, Byte said, is very impressive on a map like Snakewater. Like having more than 100 points on Snakewater is ridiculous. On Gullywash it happens quite often, but on Snakewater that's really good. So K3 having 104 points at this moment in time, and surely he's been a big asset to the win of Punchline so far in this game.
He's used his Ubers safe. He's managed to save his Ubers as well. I mean, that was he probably was one of the reasons they have managed to do it. Because they just really managed it well.
Yeah. Punchline just really knows how to play Snakewater. Like that's probably as easy as it gets. And TCM, while they won against Infuse, they're losing against Punchline, and that looks a little bit weird on paper if you say it that way, Skully, but GGs are now being called. The game is over as we have 5 seconds remaining. So thanks everyone for joining us here at VanillaTV, where we have Pledge and Skully on the mics. Comedian was on the stream, and Punchline winning the first map in ETF2L Premiership Week 4 in Season 12, sponsored by TT Esports here on CP Snakewater. 5-2 was the official scoreline, and we're gonna go right now into the second map, Gravel Pit. So see you guys in just a second.